Hi, welcome again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create procedural paint layers based on noises in Unreal Engine. And here I'm going to use a plugin called TerrainMagic. Before we begin, let's give it a try how it looks like. So here you can see some sort of like sand patches here and there. And let me show you how I did that. So this is my paintbrush. I can change the noise seed and I can get different variation over that. Here I can mix this noise with some other mask as well. For example, here I mix that with a normal mask. So if I hide that, you can see this mask, the area noise is available on here as well. And then I can enable the height mask, and you can see now this is by default, it's available all over the place, but I can hide those based on this mask. So I can target only on the ground area. So this is the area based noise mask. And here we have another one for edges. And let me show you how it works. Right, now you can see here we have a circular shape, but there's some noise at the edge. So now it looks like this. So let me show you how it works. Over here, we start with a normal location based mask. So basically it's a circular mask, but then we add the noise at the edge. So it will looks like this. With the location mask, you have like a edge over here. It's like fading away this sand area. So I can use this noise on that area like this. Here I have some option like we can change the noise scale like this. And then I can increase the mask contrast. So I get like a sharp contrast in between then. So I can go closer. So now you can see, yeah, there's a sharp edge here between, and then if you need a gradual change between these two, you can reduce the contrast. Yeah, now it looks like this. So it's up to you to get the feel that you really want. Again, we can mix this mask with any other mask available with TerrainMagic and like that. So let's see how we can do all these things in this tutorial. Here we need to have TerrainMagic available in your project. Check the description below on how to get that. Also, I have an introductory video about how to use TerrainMagic and how to set up this scene. So just go through that. So that will help you to follow through this tutorial. All right, so let's start with this noise. So I'm going to delete this sand pit weight brush. Right now we don't have any weight brush over here. Then I'm going to my landscape mode. I'm going to select the sculpt mode and I'm going to select the blueprint brushes over here. And then I'm going to select the TerrainMagic weight brush. I'm going to click somewhere on this landscape. And then you can go to your paint layer, paint section. Here I'm using open land. I talk all about these things in my introductory video to TerrainMagic. Over here I have a sand alpha paint layer and also have the remove grass paint layer here as well. So I'm going to use those two things in this video. Now I can go out of the landscape mode. Right, now I'm going to select my weight brush over here. And first I'm going to set my paint layer as the sand alpha. Also I'm going to add a remove grass as my another paint layer, additional paint layer. So basically, so I'm not going to spawn grass on the sand alpha layer. So that's why I put remove grass over here. So this is optional. Again, I have talked all about these things in my previous video. Check the description below for the introduction for TerrainMagic. Right, now I'm going to create an area noise mask. Then I'm going to scroll down this my details panel of the weight brush. And here we have the area noise mask. I'm going to enable that. So now you will see something like this. Now you can see some noise over here. That's fine. Here we have something called noise mask range start and end. I'm going to select -1 for the start. So I get shape like this because that's really we need. So earlier it's go from the 0 to 1. Now it's go to -1 to 1. So we will have some green patches here and there. So I think I'm going to scale the mask a little bit. So now we get a shape like this. Then I can change the mask seed over here. So I can get different shapes based on the area noise mask seed. So you can play with this value and get different shapes for your mask, and yeah, you can use that. Also, you can mix that with other masks. For example, here I'm gonna mix this with a normal mask. So then I won't see any this noise over on this mountain range. So basically you can play with these and get the feel and look that you really want. Also I can go closer. So you can see grass over my ground area. If I go to my sand area, I can see some sort of grass, but not much. So that's the reason, because here we don't have the full value of this paint layer. You can easily fix that. In order to do that, go to your area noise mask again and increase the mask range end to something like 2. So then you will see something like this. So basically you can increase this further. Let's say 3, and you can, basically get rid of a lot of grass here and there. Right now we are done with our area mask. Now let's start with the edge mask. In order to do that, I'm gonna actually reset my I'm gonna remove my area noise mask. Also I'm gonna disable my normal mask as well. All right, then I'm gonna enable a location mask over here. So I get a circular shape in this location, basically the actor's location. I'm gonna bring that actor somewhere over here. Then I'm gonna increase the radius a little bit. Okay, so now you can see here we have a gradient over, so from 1 over here and 0 over here. So I can work with the gradient. I can increase the brightness a little bit. For example, if I increase this value, you can see I have a lot of places with 1 and very small gradient here and here. We can control over here. So basically here now we have an edge with this 1, 2, 0 gradient. So that's the place where we can apply a edge noise mask. So here you can scroll down the details panel a little bit. We have the edge noise mask. I'm gonna enable this. So now you can see we have a little bit of variation on my edge like this. So I can increase the noise mask contrast and I can get a good shape over here. Also you can reduce the location mask brightness. So let's back to 1, but I'm gonna here something like 2. So now we get a shape like this. So if you go closer, now you can see like a sharp edge between this grass and the sand area. If you don't like that, of course you can reduce the mask contrast. Let's put back to 1. So you can see a gradual change here and there, but it's totally up to you to get a shape you like. All right, now I can of course change the mask scale. I can increase the scale. I get something like this. I think I like this. Also I can change the mask speed. So I get different shapes by changing the z-axis. Of course, you can change the x-axis as well. And also we can work with the range start and end. I'm going to reduce the noise scale a little bit so I can see more information over here. I'm going to increase the mask contrast. So I can work with the mask range start and end. I can reduce this. You can see what I get. I can increase so basically you can play with these values and get the feel that you want. Also you can inverse these values. I can put 1 over here, -1 over the end, so you get like a very interesting shape like this. So it's totally up to you. You can have different shapes over here. You can do really cool things over here. Again, since here we are using the location mask, of course you can mix that with normal mask, area mask and other things and get something really interesting. All right, this is about how to use noises in Unreal Engine landscape paint layers with TerrainMagic. I hope this will be useful. See you soon with something interesting. Bye.